सिलेक्शन क्राइटेरिया कैसा रहता है, एग्ज़ाम कैसा होता है और क्या-क्या चीज़ें इसमें पूछी जाती हैं। तो आज का जो ये सेशन है, वो इन सब चीज़ों को जो क्वेश्चन मार्क है, उनको हम दूर करने की कोशिश करेंगे और आपके जितने भी डाउट्स हैं, वी हैव अ स्पेशल पैनलिस्ट विद अस दैट इज़ डॉक्टर आर्या प्रदीप। सो यू कैन आस्क योर डाउट्स फ्रॉम हर। सबसे पहले हम बेसिक एग्ज़ाम की जो स्कीम है, उसके बारे में आपको बताएँगे, उसके बाद हम डॉक्टर आर्या का सेशन लेंगे। जो भी आपके डाउट्स हैं, वो सब इन पे दूर करे जाएँगे। तो सबसे पहले तो ये जो जॉब आई है, ऐसा नहीं है कोई नई जॉब नहीं आई है। पिछले साल भी ओरिएंटल इंश्योरेंस कंपनी लिमिटेड और न्यू इंडिया इंश्योरेंस ने ये जॉब निकाली थी, पर नंबर कम था। नंबर कुछ न्यू इंडिया इंश्योरेंस में कुछ 10 के आस-पास था और ओरिएंटल में कुछ मेरे ख्याल से 5 या 6 की जॉब्स थी। पर इस बार ये जॉब्स 50 निकाली गई है, जो हमारा जॉब्स 550 नोटिफ़िकेशन 550 का आया, पर जो हमारे लिए कंसर्न जॉब है, वो है एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव ऑफिसर हेल्थ की। क्योंकि हमारी जिसके लिए एलिजिबिलिटी चाहिए आपके पास या तो एमबीबीएस हो, एमडी हो, बीडीएस हो, एमडीएस हो, बीएचएमएस हो या फिर बीएमएस हो। इनमें से किसी भी स्ट्रीम से अगर आप पास आउट हैं, तो आप इस जॉब को भर सकते हैं। तो ये बेसिक आपके पास ये इन क्वालिफ़िकेशन जो आपसे माँगी गई है। चलिए बात करते हैं सबसे पहले न्यू इंडिया एश्योरेंस कंपनी लिमिटेड, जिसे हम एनआईएसीएल कह रहे हैं, जिसकी जो फुल फॉर्म है वो है न्यू इंडिया एश्योरेंस कंपनी लिमिटेड। पब्लिक सेक्टर की गवर्नमेंट अंडरटेकिंग ये कंपनी है, पब्लिक सेक्टर की कंपनी है, बहुत अच्छी कंपनी है, बहुत रेप्यूटेड कंपनी है। तो ये आपको बता दूँ, काफ़ी लोगों को डाउट था कि ये गवर्नमेंट है, ये प्योरली गवर्नमेंट है, गवर्नमेंट की अंडरटेकिंग है। तो जो भी गवर्नमेंट के अंदर जो आपको एमोल्ड्समेंट्स मिलते हैं, जो भी फ़ायदे मिलते हैं, वो सारे आपको इसके अंदर मिलेंगे। जैसे एक गवर्नमेंट सर्वेंट को जो भी सुविधाएँ मिलती हैं, वो भी सब आपको इसके अंदर मिलेंगी। तो बात करते हैं, टोटल 50 सीट्स हैं, जिसके अंदर एससी की 8 सीट्स हैं, शेड्यूल्ड ट्राइब की 4 हैं, ओबीसी की 14 है, ईडब्ल्यूएस दैट इज़ इकोनॉमिकली वीकन सोसाइटी 5 सीटें हैं और यूआर दैट इज़ जनरल, उसकी 19 सीट्स है और एक फिजिकली हैंडिकैप्ड जिसमें हियरिंग इम्पेयर्ड को 1 सीट दी गई है। तो टोटल ये मिला के 50 सीट्स होती हैं। उसके बाद जो ओबीसी, काफ़ी लोग ओबीसी से ताल्लुकात रखते हैं। ओबीसी में ये ध्यान रखना है कि नॉन क्रीमी लेयर वालों को ही आपको रिज़र्वेशन का फ़ायदा मिलेगा और एज रिलैक्सेशन भी ओबीसी नॉन क्रीमी लेयर को ही मिलेगा। अगर आप क्रीमी लेयर के अंदर आते हैं, तो आपको एज रिलैक्सेशन और आपको ये सब फ़ायदे आपको नहीं मिलेंगे, तो आप जनरल में कंसीडर करे जाएँगे। इस बात का विशेष ध्यान रखिएगा। जैसा कि आपकी स्क्रीन पर दिख रहा है कि एओ हेल्थ, उसको हमने मार्क कर दिया है पिंक से। You can see there are 50 seats. 8 seats are belonging to the scheduled caste. 4 seats are for the scheduled tribe. 14 for the OBC. 5 for EWS, and 19 seats for general, and 1 seat for physically handicapped. That is hearing impaired person, right? And let's proceed. Now the registration date starts from the 7th of August. The online application form filling has been started. It is started from 7th of August and it is till 30th of August. Doctor, there is some problem with this pain? Now, there are 3 phases of examination. पहला है फेज़ 1 एग्ज़ामिनेशन, जो कि आपका एक ऑब्जेक्टिव टेस्ट होगा, जो कि 14th ऑफ सितंबर को हम एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं। 14th ऑफ सितंबर को ये पहला फेज़ 1 एग्ज़ामिनेशन होगा, जो कि प्योरली ऑब्जेक्टिव है, और फेज़ 2 एग्ज़ामिनेशन जो कि ऑब्जेक्टिव प्लस डिस्क्रिप्टिव है, जो कि 29th ऑफ अक्टूबर 2025 को एक्सपेक्ट करा जा रहा है। यहाँ पे आपको लिंक दे रखा है newindia.po.in, इस पे जाके आप फॉर्म फिलिंग कर सकते हैं और इस पे जो भी अपडेट्स होंगी, वो आपको NIACL की साइट्स पे आपको प्रोवाइड कराई जाएँगी। आगे बढ़ते हैं। अच्छा, इस फॉर्म फिलिंग में एक बात का विशेष ध्यान रखें, कि आप फॉर्म फिलिंग करते वक़्त कोई भी गलती ना करें, क्योंकि आप किसी भी आगे स्टेज पे उसमें कोई चेंजेस नहीं कर पाएँगे। तो फॉर्म फिलिंग का विशेष ध्यान रखें, स्पेशली नेम। जो भी आप नेम भर रहे हैं, वो आपके 10th के सर्टिफिकेट में जो नेम हो, जो स्पेलिंग हो, उसी के हिसाब से आप इस फॉर्म की फिलिंग करें। यानी विशेष ध्यान रखें फॉर्म फिलिंग में, क्योंकि उसमें साफ-साफ NIACL ने कहा है कि अगर आपकी कोई फ्यूचर में आप कोई दावा पेश करें कि ये चीज़ें थी, तो वो उसको एंटरटेन नहीं करा जाएगा। तो फॉर्म फिलिंग में विशेष ध्यान रखें। जो भी डॉक्यूमेंट्स आप अभी लगाएँगे फॉर्म फिलिंग के टाइम पे, आपको सारे इंटरव्यू के टाइम में प्रेज़ेंट करने होंगे, तो वही अपने डॉक्यूमेंट्स को ध्यान से आप जो भी लोड करें, वो ध्यान से करें। उसके बाद ये एक विशेष ध्यान रखने वाली बात है, यहाँ पे एक इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट है कि जो एओ हेल्थ एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव ऑफिसर हेल्थ की पोस्ट है, इसमें कोई भी एनपीए नहीं दिया जाएगा। एनपीए होता है नॉन प्रैक्टिसिंग अलाउंस, जो कि नॉर्मल मेडिकल ऑफिसर्स को, डॉक्टर्स को दिया जाता है ताकि वो बाहर प्रैक्टिस ना करें। दैट इज एनपीए, नॉन प्रैक्टिसिंग अलाउंस। पर यहाँ पे कोई आपको अलग से एनपीए यहाँ पे कंपनी आपको नहीं दे रही है, तो इस बात का विशेष ध्यान रखिएगा, जो कि कंपनी ने दिया भी है। उसके बाद हर गवर्नमेंट जॉब की तरह यहाँ पे भी आपको एक प्रोबेशन पीरियड है, जिसपे आपको कंपनी को सर्व करना है। प्रोबेशन नॉर्मली 1 ईयर की है, जैसा कि लास्ट ईयर देखा गया था कि वो 2 ईयर्स थी, पर इस बार कंपनी ने उसे 1 ईयर कर दिया है। पर वो 1 साल और बढ़ सकती है, प्रोबेशन आपका 6 महीने बढ़ सकता है और 6 महीने बढ़ा के 1 साल और कर सकते हैं। यानी 2 साल का प्रोबेशन तक आपको झेलना पड़ सकता है, पर मिनिमम इस बार बताया गया है कि प्रोबेशन 1 साल का है। जब प्रोबेशन पीरियड आप जब आप प्रोबेशन पीरियड में होते हैं, तो ये बात विशेष ध्यान रखिए, जब आप इंश्योरेंस कंपनी की जो जॉब लेते हैं, इसके अंदर आपको एक लाइसेंस एग्ज़ाम होता है, जो कि आप प्रोबेशन पीरियड में आपको पास करना होता है। अगर आप ये एग्ज़ाम नहीं पास कर पाते हैं, तो कंपनी आपको बिल्कुल आपको इस जॉब से निकाल देगी। तो ये बात का विशेष ध्यान रखिएगा कि जब आप इस जॉब में आएँगे, तो प्रोबेशन के अंदर आपको एक नॉन लाइफ जो लाइसेंस शीट का एग्ज़ाम है, वो आपको पास करना पड़ेगा, इस बात का विशेष ध्यान रखिएगा। उसके बाद इसमें कंपनी ने गारंटी बॉन्ड दे दिया है कि आपको मिनिमम 4 इयर्स ऑफ सर्विस आपको सर्व करना पड़ेगा, आप बीच में छोड़ के नहीं जा सकते हैं। ज राइट, राइट, डॉक्टर बाबा, यस, देयर इज़ अ मिनिमम 4 इयर्स ऑफ सर्विस गारंटी बॉन्ड in which also includes 1 year of your probation, right? So totally there is a 5-year service bond, which includes your 1 year probation. Now let's talk about the emoluments and benefit which you will be getting. You will be getting basic pay of 50,925, and if you add other emoluments, so it would be around 90,000 per month. Company will also provide you lease accommodation, and you will get other facilities like NPA, like new pension scheme, NPS. As you can see on the screen, that there is a basic pay of 50,925 with the scale of 50,925 to 2,500, that is 14. Now the gross amount would be 90,000 per month in metropolitan center. The job will be in metropolitan centers, like metropolitan cities like Lucknow, Delhi, Chennai, Hyderabad, Thiruvananthapuram. So you will be getting your jobs in metropolitan cities, and you will also be getting like there is some medical benefits, group personal accident insurance benefit, which are given by the company, and you will also be getting some leased accommodation as per the norm, right? Now we will talk about the educational qualification which you need to fill this exam. For this AO health, like we are concerned about the AO health, so we'll not talk about others. We are only concerning about the AO health. Now you should have 60% marks. Like if you have done BDS, you should have 60% marks in your total aggregate of 60% marks. And for the SC/ST, there is a 5% relaxation for SC/ST. And you should have completed your internship by 1st August 2025. You can see you'll be needing basic degree of MBBS, MD/MS, BHMS, BAMS, and you need the minimum 60% of marks in your total aggregate. You should have total aggregate 60% marks in your professional examination. There is 5% relaxation for SC/ST and OBC. That comes to 55%. Now we'll talk about the age. Minimum age to fill this form is 21 years and maximum for 30 years. As the company has mentioned that those people who are born before 2nd August 1995 are not eligible to fill this form, and not later than 1st August 2004. So please ensure that you ensure this you fall between these two dates, right? But for the some for the special categories, there is some relaxation of age, right? As the company has mentioned, there is 5 years relaxation for SC/ST, 3 years relaxation for the OBC, and for the ex-servicemen who have served in army military, there is 10 years relaxation. So kindly see yours. If you fall in these categories, so you will be getting these relaxation as per the company knowledge. Like you can see, there is 5 year relaxation for scheduled caste and scheduled tribe, SC/ST. And for the OBC, there is 3 year relaxation, but you should be non-creamy layer. You should fall in the non-creamy layer of OBC. If you're falling in creamy layer, then there will be no relaxation of age, right? And person with benchmark disabilities, there is 10 years of relaxation. And those who have served in army, there is 10 years of relaxation. Okay, let's move forward. Now we'll talk about the selection criteria. For the selection criteria, there are basically there are three steps. First is preliminary examination, that is pre-examination. Second is main examination, and third is interview. In the preliminary examination, you will be getting objective test of 100 marks. As you can see on the screen, you will in the pre-examination you will be having test on English language, which is objective. The number of questions are 30 from the English language, and each question carries 1 marks, so that comes to 30 marks. And for solving these 30 questions, you will be getting 20 minutes. And for the English language, the version is English. There cannot be other version. For the reasoning ability, it is also objective. The number of questions are 35, and for these 35 questions, you will be getting 35 marks, and that too within this 20-minute time. And the version would be English and Hindi both, right? And the third part is quantitative aptitude, which is also objective. The number of questions are 35, and you are getting 1 mark for each portion, and the time duration allotted is 20 minutes. And the version is you will be getting the quantitative aptitude and the reasoning ability in both the language, that is English and Hindi. So if we sum the total number of portion, it is 100, and the total marks comes to 100 in 60 minutes. But the main thing is that you will be getting only 20 minutes for the each section. You have to finish your particular section in within these 20 minutes only, right? As the company has mentioned, candidates have to qualify in each test section by securing marks to be decided by the company. Adequate number of candidates in each category, like they have as they are mentioning that they will be taking 15 times the candidates. Doctor, there is some problem with the screen, right? So they are selecting 15 times the number of vacancies available as per the availability, right? Now we will talk about the mains examination. If you pass this pre-examination, then you will be giving this next examination, that is main examination. And the main examination consists of it would be of 200 marks. First is right. Dr. Krishna Prabha will share this after this like basic part. She will share everything, right? Don't worry. Right. As becoming the specialist part, so for the AO health, we need to be concerned about the specialist part. First is test of reasoning, that is objective test. 40 questions are from the reasoning. Each question carries 1 marks, that is 40 marks, and the version of the examination would be in English and Hindi both. And for this 40 question, you are getting 30-minute time for this. Next is test of English language, which is also objective paper, which comprises of 40 questions and 40 marks, and the version would be only English, right? Shift to next page, Dr. Rajat. Yes, the third one is your test of general awareness, which is also objective question, objective paper, uh, which carries 40 questions. Of each question carries 1 marks, and the version of this paper would be in English and Hindi, and you are getting 25 minutes to solve this test of general awareness. And the fourth part is test of quantitative aptitude, which is also a objective. Dr. Nani Chobe will let you know. Will let you know that is there any native mark. Will let you know. Next is quantitative aptitude, which is also objective, and you will be getting 40 questions from this, and each question carries 1 marks, and the version would be in English and Hindi both. Now, for the specialist stream, there is an additional test, like as you belong to dentistry, medical stream, so you will be getting another 40 questions from your stream. If you are from MBBS, then you will be getting the questions from your stream, that is MBBS. If you are from BDS, dental student, you will be getting these 40 questions from your stream. From BHMS, they will be getting from their concerned stream. For BMS, they will be getting these 40 questions from their concerned stream. And this is only for the uh, specialist. Now the aggregate comes to 200, and you will be getting 150 minutes, that is 2.5 hours to solve this 200 question. Right? After this main examination, this objective examination, you will be having a descriptive test. Descriptive test would be written, like you have to type this descriptive test is of 30 minutes, book duration of 30 marks, and in English language, which comprises of letter writing of 10 marks and essay of 20 marks. But the one thing which is the one thing which is important, that the your descriptive test will only be considered if you pass the main examination, right? Your descriptive test, like they have mentioned, each candidate will be required to obtain a minimum score for each section of objective test separately for shortlisting of descriptive test. Descriptive answer step will be evaluated only in respect of those candidates who qualify at the objective test, depending on the number of vacancies available. The cutoff will be decided for the descriptive paper evaluation, and for the minimum marks in descriptive paper, you need minimum 50% marks to pass this. For the general, it is 15 marks. As you are seeing that there's the marks descriptive contains 30 marks, so you need at least 15 marks, that is 50% of 30 marks. And for the reserve candidates, it is 13.5, right? For the SC, ST, and physically disabled. A candidate shall be required to qualify in the descriptive, but the marks of the descriptive test will not be counted for the interview, right? We have to pass this examination, but the number of descriptive tests will not be considered in your interview. Let's move forward. Now the phase 3 is your right. As someone was asking that, is there any negative marking? So yes, there is negative marking. There will be penalty for wrong answer marked in the objective test. Each question for which wrong answer has been given by the candidate 1/4. ठीक है? Kindly give attention that 1/4 will be the negative marking for each wrong answer marked. No number will be given. If a question is left blank, no answer will be marked. Candidate, there will be no penalty for that question. Right? Now the phase 3 is interview. Interview will comprise your like 75 marks from your main examination and a 25 marks for your interview. The 75% will be taken from your main examination and the 25 marks will be your interview. If you pass the main examination, then you will be called for interview. But the important thing, the thing is that you have to pass your objective examination, then only your descriptive test will be considered. But in the interview, when they will call for interview, they will not rely on the marks of your descriptive test. They will just see your main examination marks, right? Like I have told you in like in a shorter version, there's no need to read all the things. Dr. Vijay, this was about the exam scheme, and we will make a different video for the application form filling. You will be getting this form filling video in like in a day or two. Now we have a special guest, which is Dr. Pradeep Arya Pradeep. She was our selection from last year preparation in Oriental Insurance Company Limited. Dr. Arya, very warm welcome.
Thank you so much, sir.
And we are very fortunate to have you, and we are very thankful that you took your time to be with us, right?
Thank you, sir.
So how's your like how's your experience from this past 1 year?
Okay. First of all, a very good evening to each and every one of you. And I feel so happy and I'm honored that I got a chance to address all of you. And I would like to thank Mayank sir and also the Rajat sir for giving me this opportunity and trusting me with this. About my experience of the past 5 years, it's like it was completely life changing. I completely mean it when I tell you that because I completed my internship in 2023 September, and after that it was a complete chaos because I only have two options in front of me: either prepare for PG, NEET MDS, or go to a clinic for maximum of like 20,000 rupees a month. So obviously I chose to study for NEET MDS. Even though I was so not ready for it, that was the only best option in front of me. So I always used to tell everybody that if some government notification comes up, please let me know. And once I got the chance, I put my 100% effort to it and I got this job. And what happened is life becomes so much easier. It started to slow down. It is very peaceful. It is very calm now. Uh, I feel like I have got back the person who I was before dental school. That's how it is feeling. I don't know how to put this into words, but I'm genuinely happy and I'm super happy with my decision.
You're able, Dr. Arya. Like our viewers want to know that when did you got to know about this OS? Like you have passed the OSL exam, which is like same as this NICL exam. So when did you get to know about this exam?
So how I got to know about this exam is quite by chance. Because as I told before, I used to tell every doctor I know that whenever any government job vacancies come up, please let me know. So one of my seniors sent me this notification and she told me that this insurance company has called for recruitment. They are taking BDS graduates as well, but there is only 20 vacancies. You can give it a try. So that is the first time in my industry is actually recruiting doctors. But I didn't have any idea about what a doctor is supposed to do in an insurance industry. So once I gone through this prospectus, what struck my mind is there was only 20 vacancies. Out of this 20 vacancies, 4 vacancies was reserved for SC and ST candidates. So practically there was only 60 vacancies for me. So I was thinking like NEET MDS felt easier than that because obviously there is more than 20 vacancies and only BDS graduates are competing. Here MBBS, BDS, BHMS, all graduates are competing. So I get to know that before this Oriental notification, one more New India recruitment had happened, and two of my seniors have got the job. And they were currently in training in Mumbai. So I decided to call one of them. And when I talked to her, I got the clear picture. I got to know that the competition is not as vigorous as we think. The sectional cutoff for each section is as low as 2, 3, and 4 marks. So I got to know that if we really work hard for this, we stand a chance to get it. So I decided to give my 100% to it and give it a try. And fortunately, I got the job.
There is very little information about these jobs, right?
Yes, yes.
So, Dr. Arya, what was the can you put some light on the prelims syllabus?
Prelim syllabus, in the prelims, we do not have anything from our medical background, no questions. We have only 3 sections. That is, your first section will be English, and your second section is reasoning, and your third section is quantitative aptitude. For English, there will be 30 questions, and you will be having 20 minutes for it. And for the rest of the sections, you will be having 35 questions and 30 minutes for it. This is the basic syllabus. In English, you will be having reading comprehension. 1 or 2 reading comprehension will be there. Then you will be having questions from grammar part and vocabulary part. These are the 3 parts questions come from for English. And for reasoning, you will have puzzles, inequalities, syllogism, and so many topics are there. These are your syllabus for reasoning. And for quantitative aptitude, you will have 3 sections. The first one is speed max, and the second one is data interpretation, and the third one is arithmetic. Speed max consists of 3 portions, that is simplification and approximation, quadratification, and number series. Then comes data interpretation. Data interpretation will means they will give you data in some form. It would be in the form of a line graph or a pie chart or a bar diagram. You have to interpret that data, and there will be sub questions per line. 5 questions or 3 questions will be there. That is the data interpretation part. Then comes the arithmetic problems. Arithmetic problems is a word problems. It consists of time and work, speed and time, all those age related questions, all those sorts of questions comes in arithmetic. This is your basic syllabus for prelims.
Thank you so much, Dr. Arya. Dr. Arya, the next question is that how did you start preparing? Like, there is very little knowledge about this exam. So, how you got to know like how to prepare and how you started this?
Uh, Initially, like everybody else, I also didn't have any idea what to start from and how to start or what resources to use. So it was a complete trial and error. So first, what I did is I have some friends who have cleared IBPS exams and currently working in bank. So I have taken some of the materials from them. But the problem with those books was that there were questions and answers, but explanations was not there in that course. So what I do is I do take one topic, I go to YouTube, then there is a lot of lectures there. There is plenty of lectures you will get. I will watch 1 or 2 lectures, then I will come back and I will solve the problems. This was what I was doing initially. Then I came to know about apps called test books, practice mock, or Board and all. In out of these 3, test book is the most basic type of questions is given by test book. So I purchased test book, and in test book there is an option called practice in banking and insurance option. In that practice you will get topic wise questions from each subject. There will be for each topic there is level 1, level 2, level 3. For your prelims all you have to do is level 1, and if you have time just do level 2. Level 2 is actually not required, level 1 is enough. Do it as much as you can. That's what I have done. I have completed the syllabus in like 2 weeks, and then all I did was I did as much mocks as I can. I have done more than 100 or 200 mocks, I can't count, sectional and also full mocks. Because there is this timer is going to scare you because you will get really anxious at the time of this examination. So we only have 20 minutes for 35 questions. So we cannot afford to lose time. So you have to get used to this timers. That is the most important thing. To get used to this timers, there is only one thing you can do. Do as many mocks as you can. Full mocks or sectional mocks. I would suggest do sectional mocks only for reasoning. For the rest of all, do the full mocks. Just doing mocks is not enough. After doing a mock, you have to come back and you have to analyze the questions that you went wrong. And you have to practice the questions that is continuously going wrong. That's what I did for prelims.
As someone has asked, like, what was the cutoff for the in the final and the last year examination? What was the cutoff?
Okay. I'm not actually aware about the cutoff of knowing the exams that has happened in 2023. I will tell you about the cutoff of Oriental's cutoff. Oriental has only 20 vacancies, but New England 2023 has 75 vacancies. So obviously the cutoff of Oriental was higher than that. But what I would recommend to all of you is that you have to stick to Oriental's cutoff and you have to put that as your target. Because at the time that when New India exam has happened in 2023, nobody had any idea about what to study, where to study. Nobody had any idea. But now so many of us has entered in New India and Oriental. So there is so many people that can give you ideas about what to do and how to do. So obviously competition is going to went up. And also all these people's friends and relatives that who have entered for this two batches in New India and Oriental is definitely going to appear for this exam. So the competition is going to go up. So I would suggest you would take into account the cutoff of Oriental. So I'll tell you the cutoff of Oriental. For English, the cutoff would be somewhat equal to generalist, only for English. But for quantitative aptitude and reasoning, our cutoff would be nowhere around generalist cutoff. That would be very high. But English, it would be somewhere nearer to generalist. For our examination, the cutoff for English was 17.25 out of 30.
Out of 30, right?
Out of 30. That was our cutoff. The cutoff was high, I know, but the exam was so easy. The English push was so easy. I tell you that because I scored 30 out of 30 for my prelims.
Oh, great.
So 17.25 was the cutoff for English. Then the cutoff for quantitative aptitude was 5.25. As low as that. That was the cutoff for quantitative aptitude. For reasoning, the cutoff was 9.25. So I could say, if you want to be on really safe side after the prelims, you have to score in English, you have to target about 20. Then you will be safe. For your cons, you have to target 10 or 11 marks, more than that. Then you will be very safe. For reasoning, you should target 20. 20 is high, I know, but your target should be 20. I'm telling you this because after prelims, you will get only 1 month for the preparation of mains. But the prelims results would take at least 1 or 2 weeks. So if you wait for this result to come and then start the preparation for mains, it would be really difficult for me. So after completing your mains, you should be very confident that you are going to get this. And from the very next day, you should start the preparation for mains. That's what I did. So I definitely recommend that to you. So this should be the target in your mind while doing the exam.
Right, Dr. Arya. Dr. Arya, as you are in this job, like many people are still confused, like what they're gonna do in the when if they get selected, what they will be doing in this job. So tell me about this job. Like, what is this job about? What is your role in your company, like as administrative officer?
Okay. As administrative officers, and we are posted as specialist. So we will be only be posted in head offices and regional offices. We won't be sent to any divisional office, any branches or anything. Only in head office and regional office. I'm currently working in regional office Bangalore, and I'm a health insurance underwriter. So once you get into an insurance company, there is two possibilities. Either you will be posted as an underwriter, health insurance underwriter, or you will be posted in auditing. As far as I know, most of the doctors, 95% of the doctors who are posted in New India is in auditing. But I am posted as an underwriter, but in New India, most of the doctors are posted in auditing. I'll tell you what an auditor is. In that, health insurance auditing means already the claims are paid out. In health insurance, what it is, before explaining this, I will tell you one thing. This insurance is very complicated. So you may not be very familiar with all the terms and all. So when I explain this also, you will only be able to get 20% of it. But that is enough as of now. I will try to put it in as simple words I can. Auditing, what you are doing is, the claims is already paid out. After paid out, you have to analyze, audit these claims, that any amount has been overpaid. That is what we have to find out. If anything is overpaid, we have to recover it, and thus we have to make a profit to the company. For that, you have to analyze so many files. These files will be like a discharge summary, investigation reports, diagnosis letter from the doctor, and all. What you have to analyze is whether this diagnosis of the doctor and the line of treatment that has been received by the patient is aligning, and the line of treatment that is received is a medical necessity or not. And there will be certain terms and conditions in the policy, like this much would be the maximum amount that you can take in per day hospitalization. So if more than that amount has been paid out, you have to recover it. That is the job of an auditor. That is, you have to do in auditing. I hope this is clear. And what the job of an underwriter is, it is a bit more complicated than that. A person is coming to our insurance company and they are saying that, yeah, and my family want an insurance of like 25 lakhs rupees or 10 lakh rupees. So in return of that, we will be taking a premium from them. So who decides this premium? An underwriter decides this premium. For health insurance, for deciding this premium, we have to analyze certain risks, like the age of the patient, like whether they have any pre-existing disease or not. After analyzing all this, we will come up with some of the formulas, and we will calculate the premium, and we will tell the premium. So this calculation of the premium is known as underwriting, risk assessment and calculation of premium. That is what an underwriter does. These are the two jobs that you will be doing in an insurance company. And I want you to know that this is a complete desk job. There is if you are someone who really likes clinicals and you get so much satisfied by treating your patients in clinics, this is definitely not your cup of tea. If you're someone like me who doesn't like clinical dentistry at all, and you have to stay in India, and you are someone who does not have this generational wealth to set up a clinic, or your great grandfather from your father is not a dentist in India, and I think this is the single best option for you. That's why.
Great. Well, this job is all about desk job. Like you're not getting any clinical work to do, right?
Yes, yes.
And right, right. Well, Dr. Arya, how to track to health in your preparation?
I get to know about Tooth Factor at the time of mates, because after completing prelims, I was searching extensively in Chrome, Telegram, and all to find something which only has doctors in it. Only our faculty is there, because when we are doing mock test and all in test book, practice mock, Ollie board, and all, we are actually competing with generalists. That is actually demotivating, and we were not actually getting a clear picture, like where we are standing in our real competitive niche. So in order to know that, I wanted to find something. Once I got this suggestion from Instagram about Tooth Factor, and I joined their Telegram WhatsApp channel through a link. And from the WhatsApp channel, I got to know that they are giving a mock test. So I joined that mock test. While joining that mock test, my intention was like, there were MBBS syllabus also for our examinations. Apart from our basic sciences like microbiology, pathology, anatomy, physiochem, apart from that, we have some of the medical subjects as well. Obstetric and gynecology, forensic medicine, and a few of them. So for that, I have to have some resource. For that, I chose Toothpraka and was doing mock tests of all this, and I was mugging up all the questions and solutions in that, because there is no other way to study all these subjects. So I thought that in this, only doctors will be there in this platform. So I thought I would give some mock test in the other topics as well. So I was quite surprised from all the questions that I got to see from Tooth Practo, because I was giving so many mocks in test book, practice book, and all. But I see very good quality questions in Tooth Practo. It was like handpicked questions. I once even asked, is it, sir, where do you get these questions from? Because all the questions were one of a kind, and I stopped doing all mock tests from all other platforms, and I started doing only Tooth Practo for my mains. But full mocks were not there in Tooth Practo at that time. For full mocks, I go back to test book. For topic wise, all I was only doing Tooth Practo. That's how Tooth Practo helped me. And one more thing I have to tell you, that I'm here today because I owe this to Tooth Practo. That's why I'm here today. Because for my interview, I will tell you what this team has done for me, because they have given me amazing mock interview sections which helped me to improve a lot. And also after that,
I think I like you gave two mock interviews, right?
Yes. For first interview, sir was there. For my second interview, you are not there. My first mock interview was a disaster, but the second interview was okay. So on the day before my interview, there was two sections of interview that was happening in North section 1 and South section 1. So I was having interview in the second section. So before my interview, Tooth Factor team has called me and told me that how many people will be there in the panel. No. Because the same panel was coming from north portion to south portion. They even told me how many people will be there in the panel, and I was even told that there will be a sir with a turban in his head. He will be asking you tricky questions, but you don't have to get scared because they will be asking insurance questions and they are not expecting you to give answers to insurance questions. And sir also told me that there is one other ma'am. She is a doctor. She will be asking you medical questions. Make sure that you will be answering all of that. So before going to interview, I I I have not who all will be there in the panel. That much supportive this team was to me. So I was so thankful, so grateful for this team.
I will, Dr. Maria, well, I must say that you are a very good student and you put all your hard work to get this job, right? Dr. Arya, I'm getting one more question. What are the perk and allowances you will get? You are getting in this job?
Work and allowances, you name it, you will get it. That's what I would to say. Because this is a central government job and you get so many allowances. Your basic salary, as sir told us, 50 point something, it told around 51,000. 51,000. Apart from that, major chunk of your salary is from your DA, D earners allowance. MVA is there, TA is there, then city compensation allowance is there, HRA is there, then you have accommodation allowance. That depends upon your places you are stay. If you in Bangalore, what we are getting is 25,000 a month. For Oriental, it is 25,000. It would be obviously more for New India because New India is a more profitable company. So your allowances will be more. Basic will be same, but the allowances will be more. Then you will get so many allowances like newspaper allowance. You will even get briefcase allowance to buy two case. So there is so many allowance like that.
Yeah, Dr. Arya, one more question I'm getting is that is it a transferable job? Like you get transfers easily?
Transfers easily means this is a national word recruitment has been done. So interstate transfer is possible. It is easy. But for the first 3 years, after 3 years, you will get transfer. But in between that, if you have applied for a spouse transfer and all, then it is possible even before 3 years.
Right, right, right.
So passive policy is pretty good in this companies as far as I know. And you will be posted only in cities as Sir told. Because we are specialists, we will be posted only in HO and regional offices. So only in metropolitan cities we will get posted. No village posting, rural posting will not be there.
Very good, very good. We have Dr. Rajat as our unless Dr. Rajat, are you there? No. Sir? Yes, yes, you're audible. You're audible, Dr. Rajat.
Kids and good Dr. Arya, just for taking your time. I really wanted to have this session. A lot of inquiries from our students and from a lot of new candidates who wanted to know about this examination. And since a lot of data is not available about this, what exactly the job is, why should we prepare, and is it doable or not? The most important question which I have been asking by so many students, my team has been asked by so many students, is that I'm getting the 30 days. Is it doable today? If 15th of August and 14th of September, we have asked the price for only for people who are already in the preparation of SSC CGL examination or any kind of journalist examination. So, are the people can do the give a pay for this exam and we can do it or not? So, I think that the para has already cleared it, the credit of that in the 15 days she cleared. She completed her syllabus and next 15 days she was all into mock papers and mock and she was just giving questions and questions and that has built her to chill to the examination. The most but the most important thing which I want to withdraw the attention of everyone is that first I want to tell everyone about what exactly the good part to that.
They always give you. Sorry for the interruption. I just want to hear you. First of all, I just want to hear your parts about Dr. Arya's, like how good student? Was she like how?
However, right. So Dr. Arya, I had a conversation with her before joining the OIKL mains examination test series. At that point of time, she called us about, "Ki, sir, I have appeared the prelims and now I'm into the meet preparation and I want to join this course. And will it going to help with me or not and everything about it." And also at that point of time, we were conducting live session with our NIE toppers. Like, we will be having the second in next upcoming week. So at that point of time, we were having the live session with Dr. Swarnima, who was also got rated in 2023 as an NIATL Administrative Officer in Health Department. In those patient, Dr. Arya also joined and she also took her section map the way she already told us about what exactly the preparation strategy and how she predict. Later on, once Dr. Arya joined main examination test series, and in those examinations, we were providing the series of human anatomy, physio, biochem, and also so they were subjects like obs-gynae and FMT, forensic medicine and pediatrics. That were those things which are not our in purview, because as a dental students, we don't read those subjects, right? But we had compiled important questions from these subjects also, and we were providing it in our main thesis, and also the questions were doing it explanations and everything there. So you just need to come and you just need to read the not a single question would from outside you can see in your NICL or a vital examination. Right, Dr. Arya?
Yes.
Actually, the few questions were like, sir, in fact, I can just tell you one question. Ki if a person is doing a suicide or is a murder, then the marks on the neck are different. Is it a V mark or a square mark? Person is doing a suicide and there is a mark. While in case of murder, there is a U mark because the person is holding the neck, right? So such kind of questions were part of our thesis, and also they were in the final examination. People could see and get to and were able to see them, right? And also after the clearing the mains examination, Dr. Arya joined her for the mock interview session also, and we took her 2 mock interviews. The first mock interview which we took uh, pretty well. I think I would say to be pretty still, but the expectation which you are having. Right, right. Actually, the articulation was not that good, but after like 15, 20 days, it just before her final interview, which she was going to have, we took her final interview and it was amazing. And he at that point of interview, when we were taking it, we were already like, she is perfect. No one can beat her. The articulation of thought, the articulation of every answer she was giving in the interview, that's amazing. And also, she will increase her depth of knowledge about insurance. We are also providing the PDF for OITL also. In our TP, we added about OITL when it started, the history of OITL, the insurance, the underwriter, every word with respect to insurance. I think they were already taught in our PDF and we had already given them. That was amazing. Her interview was amazing. And also, I am planning we will put that interview, mock interview of her mock interview in the YouTube for everyone to see.
Please put up only the second interview, please.
We will put the second interview, no problem, doctor. And that was really a
First one was also good, but the trend is like we are asked to prepare like very tough questions. So you were good. It
like so they were able to get to that. So I think that was a major reason, because you can learn from other people's mistake, and that is the best part by which you can improve yourself, because life is too short to make every mistake by your own self. So you can learn from the other people's mistake also. So her second interview was amazing. We'll put that also in the public domain, and we will also bring it on the YouTube channel. And apart from this, a lot of NG for the there's a question about writing and letter writing. In paper, we also put the PDF of model letter and model essay also. So you can just read those letters and those essay, and you can frame your thought once the exam comes in. Because in exam, the subject topics would be different, but the key, the writing style, the format has to be learned beforehand. So that if you can learn through the PDFs which we provide in our series. That is also, and we will add them in our series. Okay. And apart from this, but I think for the NISL examination, the OICL pattern is completely same because both are government PSU. So you don't need to worry about the NISL is different or OICL is different. Same label, same exam pattern, same job, and also the same employer. That is Government of India. It's a permanent government job, and I just wanted to tell 2 to 3 more points. That is, right now a lot of PCs are coming in. A lot of PCs have already happened in the past for the dental officer examination in recent times. And this is the best job if you want to go for a non-clinical, and even if you don't want to, like, in terms of like work and facilities in PHC, you will be posted in a government rural place. Here you will always be posted in a metropolitan city, in a city where you can spend the money. In government PHCs, a lot of people, our students have got selected in the past also. But I would like to tell you that every time they are posted in some rural area, in this job you are always posted in a city. You are getting good privileges, good perk, and also it's a permanent government job and you are getting a permanent government job from central government. So it's an all India recruitment. So if you are like married in right now, you are a bachelor and you get married in some other state, you can easily transfer your job, which is not there in case of public service exam. Like if you get Maharashtra or MP or any other state, right? But in case of NICL or YCL, you can get it yourself transferred from the. Sir, any there is any.
There are many questions from our students like, could you please read it out?
So one person I have seen is the essay that has been asked. As far as I remember, the essay will be from insurance itself. My essay was from insurance, and the question was insurance industry is called the bleeding sector. Why? That's the essay question. And for you will be having one essay and one formal letter. You for formal letter, the important thing is that you have to that format you have to be very thorough with. One thing you have to understand is that this essay and textbook is not corrected by a human. It is corrected by the system. So you don't have to be very poetic about your language and all. That will create more grammatical mistakes. Still have to keep in mind is give short, short sentences. Make sure that there is no grammatical mistakes. What they will do is they will count the number of grammatical and spelling mistakes and they will reduce marks proportionally. Okay. So that you know, you just have to go.
Teacher, इनकी डायरेक्ट आ रहे हो available on our full part of blog section. You can just read those topics, and apart from this session is being recorded, so you will get the access to the recording also. So don't worry, and you can just re-watch it.
Dr. Aryan was kind of very nicely, like, you can watch
Watch the video again if it will fulfill the purpose. Can you please tell us about a topic as in S10 letter writing, and these topics usually changes, but once if Dr. Ari could you please tell us about what kind of topics were being asked by you and by you in the OITL exam?
For descriptive tests, that's what I told earlier that insurance is a bleeding sector, while that was the essay, and formal letter was like waterlogging problem. That was a formal letter topic.
Next question is, could you please kindly guide about textbooks for prelims exam? Any textbook you followed?
Okay, no textbooks. I will tell you what I exactly did. For English, there I told you that there is 3 portions: reading comprehension, grammar, vocabulary. You just have to do 2 things. I will tell you what. The first thing is that there is a video in YouTube captioned 120 rules of grammar. There is plenty of videos like that. What this question also carries 1 mark, and most difficult question also carries 1 mark. So you have to find the easiest question and do that fast. You won't get any weightage for doing the toughest question. So most probably the first question in the question paper will be the toughest question. Your easy question will be the 35th question. So there is no problem if you have wasted your 2 or 3 minutes in searching the Indian question paper for the easiest question. There is an option called mark for review. Make maximum use of that option. Because if you see a puzzle and you think that I can do it, but it might take some time, mark it for review and go back, search for the easier puzzle. If you didn't find any easier puzzle, come back and do this question. So my suggestion is there will be puzzles with single variable and more than one variable. You have to find the puzzles with single variable. Single variable means 6 people are sitting in 6th floor. Only we have to arrange that. That is a single variable puzzle. If the puzzle is like 6 people are sitting in 6th floor and they have 6 favorite fruits, then there is 2 variables. That would obviously take more time. So I would suggest don't do such questions in your prelims. Learn to do that. That would help you in mains. For mains, only such puzzles will come. So, and the second thing is that don't let your ego win while doing the reasoning question paper. Because sometimes you will think that you have already took 5 minutes for a question and you will think that if I give it 1 more minute, I could definitely do this because I have practiced this several times, I can do this. No. If you have spent 5 minutes in one puzzle and you're still not able to do it, leave it there and write. If you spend more than time for it, your exam is done. So, don't let your ego win and find the easiest question. That is what you have to do for reasoning. When you get the reasoning question paper, the first question you have to search is inequalities. That greater than, less than sign, that question you might have seen in the mock test. That is your easiest question. So, inequalities is the first question you have to do and direction is the second most easiest question. You just have to draw a line graph and you will get 5 marks. If you get 5 marks from inequalities and 5 marks from directions, your reasoning is done. Your cutoff will never be above 10 marks. So, you have to find the questions. If you have more time after completing these 2 questions, then do a puzzle. I'll tell you one thing, if you master puzzle, you will get good marks. While we were doing our NEET UG, bio is not the rank determining subject. Physics is the rank determining subject. Because in bio, most of the students will score 100% or 99% marks. Physics is where the people struggle. So this inequalities and directions, 100% of students will give the answers. But if you are able to do puzzle, if you tackle puzzle, you will be a high scorer. So you have to learn to do puzzles, but keep these 2 things in mind. For cons, what you have to do is concentrate on speed max. Speed max, I told you, approximation, simplification approximation, quadratic equation, and this number series. For simplification, you have to improve your speed. Only one way is that by heart multiplication table from 1 to 20. You have to by heart it because you do not have the luxury of time to do the multiplication by your hand. You have to be by heart with all the multiplication tables, at least 1 to 20. By heart all the square root and cube roots up to 30. Then there is this percentage to fraction conversion. When you play a 6.66%, you should know it is 2 by 3. So you should be that fast. That is how you will improve your speed in calculation. So concentrate on your speed max. After completing speed max, if you have time, go to data interpretation. In data interpretation, search for bar graphs. When there is a question with bar graph, that would be the easiest question. I would suggest don't go for pie charts. That is mostly confusing. So search for bar graphs. Then only after that you have time, only then go to word problems, arithmetic problems. This is how it is done.
I don't think anyone can explain better than you. Like you have explained it so nicely. That Dr. Rajat, there were more some more questions. Could you please read it down?
Yes, there were few questions. Can you tell us about what YouTube channel we can follow in just 15 days and how did you prepare for the prelim?
That's what I just told. This is how I done it. So don't become very anxious that there is only 10 days, there is only 15 days, 13 days. Less time you get, less will be the competition. Keep that in mind.